Okay, so in this video what I'm going to do is this is about VNet-to-VNet. We did the pairing, but we're going to do VNet-to-VNet. So as per the Microsoft Online Lab, we need to create some network first. Okay, so let's start with the network. So go to the virtual network first, go to the add. So what I'm going to do is, let me see if I have a resource first. Oops, we don't have a resource. So I think the first thing to do is to create a resource group. So go to resource group, click add, and then call it test RG1. We'll make it in East US. Go to the tags, nothing else, just create one. Okay. So it's created now, so let's go to virtual network, go to add, select test RG. The name we possibly give this one is as a maybe VNet1, and it's in the East US, we will keep it here. Now next go to the IP address. So we will give it an IP address as per the online lab requirement. That's our address space, and then we will add a subnet. So subnet is here. We're going to call this one front end. Okay, now we press add. Subnet is created in IB4, this, so if you go to security, all good, and just create one. Okay, so this will be created. In this one, we will have to create one gateway subnet as well. So once it's completed, okay, it's completed. Now what we have to do is go to the subnet and then create a gateway subnet. So so we're going to create this a gateway subnet. So we have the name already with that. What we're going to do is we're going to make it to the range of 27. So gateway subnet, and all that is same. What we have to do is just added a gateway subnet. And we will do exactly the same for another VNet. So we go to here, we add another VNet. We're going to call this maybe VNet4. As per that, we need to select resource group first. We need to have the VNet4. And in this one, the region we will choose is West US. We want it in a different region actually. So once we do that, next we go to the IP address. So the address space we want is, delete this one as per the Microsoft, this one, and then we'll add a subnet. And the subnet, okay, what we want to do is create a subnet basically. Okay, so we do here, we add a subnet here, and the subnet name we give the same, maybe front end. Okay, and this is West US, we will add that. It's added in there. We're going to do review and create. And now the same thing we're going to do is we will also create another gateway subnet in VNet4. So once that created, give me a second, it will be done in a minute. Come on, because it doesn't take normally long. So okay, we'll give it a bit of time. Okay, it's ready now. We go to the source, we go to the subnet. And here we'll add a gateway. This has a default name. The range we want is 27. We don't have any network security group. We don't need it at the moment. So let's just create that. Okay, now we have to. So if you go to the overview, sorry, if you go to the virtual network, we have VNet1 and VNet4. Now what we have to do is we have to create two virtual network gateway settings. So what we have to do is create that. So if we go to the search bar and type virtual network gateway, once we do that, we'll go here and then we call it okay, what we're going to do is we're going to call it VNet1 gateway actually. So this will be linked with the gateway 1. So we're going to name this VNet gateway 1. The region we want in here is I think it's in East US, I believe it will be. Give me a sec. I think it will be East US if I am not wrong. It will be East US, the one we created with the VNet. Sorry, the VNet was in East US, so that's right. It has automatically its own name. Because we created a VNet in East US, you will see that we will have automatically VNet1, and it will automatically take the gateway subnet for its default one. What we're gonna do is we will need to create one public IP so the virtual gateway could talk with each other. So what we're gonna do is we'll give a name to create a public IP. So we can give it VNet1 gateway public IP, and we leave the rest to remain. I hope we not making anything here, which is all good. We go to the review and create. We'll do the validation checks. So we're gonna do the validation checks here. So okay, I'm just doing the validation check now. And the same way we're gonna create another virtual network gateway for VNet4. So what we're gonna do is we'll go to the again virtual network gateway and create add. So in this one, of course, for VNet4, we can name it VNet4 gateway something. So yeah, and that was VNet4 was in West US, I believe, which we created earlier for West US. It was West US. Okay, so it was West US. So this will automatically give us VNet4. If you see here, now we have subnet this 27. We need to create a public IP. So for this one as well make a connection with VNet1. So we'll create we call it VNet4 gateway public IP. Okay. The rest is just same, I believe. School is just a level. So what we're gonna do is next tags and this. And it's gonna do a validation check. So what's gonna happen is I think these both will probably take 45-ish minutes to create. If you go to virtual network gateway here, I think it is creating. If you see here, running and running. So what we're gonna do is we'll have to give about 45 minutes. When it's done, then we'll be back. Time now is 2:07. So I'm gonna pause the video and be back when it's done. Okay, now I believe that, oh yeah, both of them is fine. It took about 45 to 50 minutes. So now what we have to do is go to the virtual network gateway and need to select our VNet1 gateway. And then what we got to do is we need to go to the connections. Where is it? Connection. And now we go to the button add. So here, what we're going to do is we need to give it a name, basically, what virtual network we want a connection. So it's basically VNet1 to what? VNet4 was it, I believe? Yeah, that was the one. And then now the type is actually VNet-to-VNet. We don't need site to site. That's another topic and express. We are doing VNet-to-VNet at the moment. So if we go to the second virtual network, the one we want to connect with, so that will give us, say, VNet4 here. And then we need to give some sort of shade keys here. So what we say is maybe ABC 1, 2, 3. Okay, once we do that and everything is in here, we entered the name, we entered connection type, we entered first virtual network, okay, and then we enter the second virtual network and shared key, and now we're gonna press OK. It's with our resource group, okay, this one. IQ protocol, everything is in default. Let's press OK. Okay, so it's gonna create that. We're gonna wait a little bit. Okay, so it has created VNet to VNet 4. The same thing we're going to do with the VNet 4 gateway now. So what we're going to do is go to the connection. We're going to go here, connection. Give me a second. Okay, so what we're going to do is we create the first VNet 1 to VNet 4. And this one, what we're going to do is it'll be VNet 4 to VNet 1. So if we go to, go here, and we go to the connections, and then we set add. So in this one, what we can say is VNet 4 to VNet 1, VNet to VNet, that's fine. And now this time we have first virtual network, and then here we will choose the second one, and then we can give the same ABC 1, 2, 3 shared key for connection. So almost same. It's the same test resource, so location this time is West US, so press OK. So it's going to create now, so we'll wait for a little bit. Okay, if you can see, we have connected the virtual network. The only thing I want to mention is when you first initially make the virtual network gateways, the connection might say unknown because there was no existing virtual machine. So what I did is I went and I created 2 virtual machines. So if you look at the first one, East US, the VM, and then I connected it to the network for the one we created for the East US. So that's why it wasn't showing connected. So now, now if you go to the virtual network gateways, we go in above and go to the connections. And I can see that both of them are connected with each other. So yeah. Okay, now we're going to see if our both machines can talk with each other or not. So what we're going to do is, okay, we're going to copy this and need to launch the virtual machine first. So that's the first one. If you do this, connect. So it's going to connect, we'll give our password. And let's see if it starts the machine. Yep, it did. It did successfully start the machine. Sorry, I did open this one before, so you might not be able to know this one, but yeah, that's the one we actually doing. So yeah, we got this one. Let's see if we can also open our second machine, VM14, I believe it was. So if you open this one and copy the public one, and then go to run, and then go to here, and then add the public IP, try to connect it, and then password at 123, that should work. Oh, sorry, my bad. If I go here, I need to give the name. So it was test user, and that was the one we have. Try to connect it, and then password 123. Okay, see if yeah, we got the second one running. Let's see if it starts up. Okay. Okay. So this has successfully started as well, which is what we wanted. Now what we need to see is if we can make a connection between these 2 machines. So Let's see, how can we do that? Okay, give me a second. Ooh, okay. Close this one. If we go here, if I go to the CMD, come on CMD, and say IP config. That should give us our private this ID. So this is for VM4, yeah. So what I want to see is if this one will work on VM1. So I'll probably copy this one. Control V. What I want to do is I want to go to the other VM. I have to go to the other VM. So this is the VM. I want to go here. Go to the CMD. Come on. Sorry, it's a bit slow. I come here. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to check if we can ping VM4. So we do ping, and then we just paste whatever the IP address we got the other one. So that was 10.41.0.4. So if we do that here, let's see if we can do that. And then see if we can do that. Pinging. Whoops, is it not doing? Okay, I think I know what the problem is. What we have to do is, because we need to disable the firewall, so if you go to the server manager, what we have to go to the local server, and then see window firewall. If you go here, if you go to the turn off firewall, so you turn it off, and we go to OK, and now we see if we can try it again, and then do the same one again. So say where is the command gun? So if we try to do what, ping, same again, -t, and see if we can ping VM4. That should work. Why not working? I don't know. Give me a second. Let me see if I can fix. Oh, maybe it's the firewall on the other machine as well. So where is VM4? Give me a second. So what I did is I went to VM2 and I did the same thing. I went to publish on and I disabled these. So I hope this time we'll be able to ping VM1 to VM4. So what we're gonna do is CMD, we go here, say ping the VM4 private IP address, and see if we can ping VM4. Yeah, good. We start doing it. That's quite good. So we got VM4 access. So we also want to check from VM4 to VM1. So what we're gonna do is, if you go to the CMD, what we're gonna do is take the IP for this one. If you do this, we have the IP 10.1.0.4. So we take this one. So we're gonna take this one, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the VM4. So that's our VM4. So from this machine we're gonna see if we can ping VM1. So what we're gonna do is go to the CMD, go here, so you do ping this -t, and bang, it's working. Good. Okay, hopefully this is working. So that was all. So I'm just gonna close this. So hopefully what I did was right. Close both of the machines. I'm gonna delete this one. Okay, bye.